Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Get ready, because today we're diving deep into a phenomenon that's not just changing basketball, but reshaping the entire landscape of women's sports. Forget what you think you know about the WNBA, the game is different. The energy is electric, and it's all thanks to one name, Caitlin Clark. Now, I've been following basketball, both college and professional, for decades. I've seen legends rise and fall. I've witnessed firsthand the evolution of the game. But what we're seeing with Caitlin Clark, this is unprecedented. This is history in the making. The Indiana Fever is now America's team. The original video does a pretty good job of highlighting the surface level stuff, record-breaking viewership, sold-out arenas, and the media frenzy surrounding Clark. But as a longtime observer of this sport, let me tell you, this is about so much more than just numbers. This is about a legacy built in the NCAA that is now transforming the WNBA, breaking down barriers and forcing everyone to take notice. Before we get into the WNBA impact, let's rewind a bit and talk about Caitlin Clark's legacy, because that's where this story truly begins. The young phenom at Iowa University wasn't just putting up points. She was putting on a show. It wasn't just about what she did. It was about how she did it. The atmosphere was insane. The crowd was buzzing. The young crowd were cheering and screaming her name, and Clark was playing like she was the only one in the stadium. The ball barely touched her fingertips before she was making threes. I recall I was sitting next to a family with two young girls, and they were looking at her with stars in their eyes. That's something that can't be taught or bought. This energy, this charisma, this unyielding confidence, that's what made her a star. I knew then and there that this girl wasn't just going to be a college standout. She was going to be a game changer. She was going to inspire a whole new generation of players and fans. Look at these plays, the deep threes that left defenders dumbfounded. The no-look passes that seemed impossible. The sheer joy and passion she brought to the game. She wasn't just playing basketball. She was putting on a highlight reel every single night. This is the kind of stuff you can't turn away from. Even the haters want to catch what's happening. The Caitlin Clark effect, as the video calls it, is real, but it's not just about scoring points. It's about inspiring people. It's about creating a buzz. It's about making women's basketball a must-watch event. A lot of people don't realize this, but the NCAA women's basketball tournament was gaining a ton of popularity pre-Caitlin, but she elevated it to the next level. I talked to a college coach recently, a veteran who's been recruiting players for over 20 years. He told me that since Clark's rise, the number of girls trying out for basketball teams has skyrocketed. More importantly, he said that they're not just trying out. They're coming in with a different level of confidence and skill. They've been watching Caitlin Clark, emulating her moves, and dreaming of making their own mark on the game. He said that it also inspired the coaches to focus their time and energy on helping the players get to the next level, as they never thought it was possible before. The numbers don't lie. Viewership was up, attendance was up, merchandise sales were through the roof. Even people who had never watched women's basketball before were tuning in to see what all the fuss was about. Now, some people will say that this is all just hype, that the media is overblowing things. That Clark is being overhyped because of insert cynical reason here. But let me tell you something, hype is fleeting, hype fades. What Caitlin Clark has is something far more powerful, authenticity. She is who she is, on and off the court. She plays with passion, she speaks her mind, and she doesn't apologize for it. In a world where so many athletes are carefully crafted and packaged, Clark is refreshingly real, and that's why people connect with her. So what happens when this force of nature, this NCAA legend, enters the WNBA? Well, as the video points out, the Indiana Fever leveled up. They went from being a team that no one paid attention to being the hottest ticket in town. I spoke to a longtime WNBA season ticket holder recently, someone who's been supporting the league for years. She said that before Clark's arrival, the atmosphere at Fever games was, well, let's just say it was intimate. There were dedicated fans, but the energy wasn't always there. Now, she said it's like a completely different world. The arena is packed, the crowd is electric, and there's a buzz in the air that she's never experienced before. She said she's bringing her grandkids, nieces, and nephews to expose them to such a phenom. It's not just a basketball game, it's an event. Look at these scenes. This is what Caitlin Clark is bringing to the WNBA. This is what her legacy has unlocked. This isn't just about wins and losses, it's about building a community, inspiring a new generation, and elevating the entire league. With her, more people now know the team, more people know the league, more people are now getting opportunities than ever before. Now, the WNBA has a responsibility here. They need to capitalize on this moment. They need to use this increased visibility to grow the league, to attract new fans, and to invest in the future of the game. This isn't just about one player or one team. This is about the entire league rising to a new level. Think about it. More TV revenue means more money for player salaries, more money for marketing and promotion, more money for youth development programs. This is a virtuous cycle that can benefit everyone involved in the WNBA. I heard a story recently about a young girl who's been playing basketball since she was a kid. She's always dreamed of playing in the WNBA, but she wasn't sure if it was a realistic goal. She saw that there was a career pathway, but it wasn't always looking promising. But after watching Caitlin Clark, she said she feels like anything is possible. She sees the excitement, the energy, and the opportunities that are now available, and she's more determined than ever to make her dream a reality. She believes that the dream is more achievable than ever. Of course, with all this success comes the inevitable backlash. There are always going to be haters who try to tear down anyone who's achieving great things. They'll say that Clark is overhyped, that she's only getting attention because she's white, or that she's somehow taking opportunities away from other players. To those people, I say, ignore the noise. Focus on the positive. Focus on the amazing things that are happening in women's basketball. Don't let negativity and envy cloud your judgment. It's never going to be fair. Life is never going to be fair. You can only control what you can control and do what is best for you. So, what's next for Caitlin Clark and the WNBA? The sky's the limit. With her skill, her charisma, and her unwavering determination, anything is possible. And as someone who's been following this sport for decades, I can't wait to see what happens next. So, are you excited for the upcoming WNBA season? Do you think Caitlin Clark can lead the Indiana Fever to a championship? And what do you think the long-term impact of her legacy will be on the league? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analysis of all things basketball. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you never miss out. Click the video on the screen. See you.